Hey, Geometry World, this is the assignment for Monday, May 11th, Tuesday, May 12th. We are on page 582. Let me finish up with matrix theory. We've got at the very top of the page, 582, got this statement, the product of two matrices A and B. So we added on Thursday, and now we're multiplying today. So the product of two matrices A and B is defined only when the number of columns of A is equal to the number of rows in B. If A is an M by N matrix and B is an N by P matrix, then the product of AB is an M by P matrix. Everybody go, huh? Yeah, me too. So let's go over to page 583. And that's the guided practice at the bottom, guided practice. You got matrix A, -3, 4, matrix B, 2, 1, and matrix C, well, you see it there. So the question is, what are the dimensions of matrix A? Matrix A, matrix A is, let's see, we got to go -3 over 4. So the dimensions are basically X and then Y. X being the rows, Y being the columns. Okay, so how many rows are there? 2? How many columns are there? 1? Okay, can you multiply? Number 6 asks, can you multiply A times B? Well, B is 2, 1. Matrix B is 2, 1. So how many rows? 1 row. How many columns? 2 columns. So 1 by 2. This is a 2 by 1, that's a 1 by 2. And the rule up there on the top of 582 says, you can only multiply them if this is the same as this. Is it? Yep. You can only multiply them if the columns of A are the same as the rows of B. Oh, you want to practice? Take a look at 583, example 5. Do you see the first matrix there has 2 rows, women, men, 2 rows, and 3 columns. And they're trying to multiply it times the cost in dollars, which has 3 rows and only 1 column. So the question is, will a 2 by 3 multiply into a 3 by 1? And the answer is, yes, it will. Okay, that's the first thing you have to notice. And then we're going to do example 4. I'm going to show you how to multiply. First, you have to conclude that it is multipliable, and then you go ahead and multiply. And that's a 1045 multiplying with 2, -3, and then a -1/8. Okay, will those multiply? This is a 2 by 2, and that's a 2 by 2, and the 2 middle things are the same, so they do. So here's how you do it. You go across the top, and you go down the first column. It goes like this. You go across the top and down the first column. See that element? That is where we're going to put our answer whenever we build this matrix. So that is equal to, and here I'm going to put it down here. And by the way, if this is a 2 by 2 and that's a 2 by 2, then this shows me that they are multipliable. And these are going to be the dimensions of the outer ones are going to be the dimensions of the product. So it's going to be a 2 by 2 matrix that we're going to get. And so how do you do that? Well, green crosses right there. If we do the row of this and the first column of that, first row of this, first column of that, we got a spot right there, which happens to be right here. on the product matrix. And so we're going to go 1 times 2 plus 0 times -1. What is 1 times 2? It's 2. And 0 times anything is 0. So the thing that goes right here is a 2. Okay, let's go red. Let's go the top row and now the second column. And there's the element. That is where it's going to go. And it's going to go 1 times -3 plus 0 times 8. And so we'll put a great big old -3 right there. And then the third one will go blue. Except this time we'll go down across this bottom row here and across this one down there like that. And that position is where it's going to go on my product matrix. And so let's do it. Crossed here, down there. So what is 4 times 2? 8. Plus, what's 5 times -1? -5. What is 8 minus 5? Looks like it's going to be about a 3. Okay. And then the last one. We're going to come across the bottom. I'll go black on this one. We're going to go across the bottom and down the second column. And this is where that element is going to go. 4 times -1 is -4. Plus 5 times 8 is 40. 40 minus 4 is 36. And so the product matrix is 2, -3, 3, 36. Let's see if that's what they got. 2, -3, 3, 30, 328. How did I mess that up? Hold on. I want to make sure I wrote it down correctly. I did. So let's try that again. 5 times 8. Wait. 4 times -3 is -12. Plus 5 times 8 is 40. So that would be 28. So I got it wrong. Because my procedure was wrong on that one element right there. Okay. And so now let's go ahead and do number 10. Page 583, number 10. I'm going to practice this couple more times. 583, number 10 is 5, 1. That matrix times -3, -2. Will they multiply? Well, let's see. This is a 1 row, 2 column, and this is a 2 row. Don't forget, rows are X's, columns Y's, okay, by 1. That's the way to remember it. So you got that. Will it multiply? Yes, it will. What will be the dimensions? What will be the dimensions of the product matrix? It'll be a 1 by 1. What does that mean? It'll be 1 point. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Go across here and down there. So it's 5. Here it is. Here's the product matrix. You want me to put it over there? I bet you do. 1 point, X and Y, if you please. 5 times -3 is -15. Plus 1 times -2 is -2. So it's -17. That is the answer on number 10. Okay. And then number 11 is a 2 by 2. And we just did one of those in our practice. See ya. There will not be an assignment on this. This was just because you're nice.